Hey folks, we're back. And I hope Kathy Horton makes it. I really do. I see JD Jester has something live with Inside Pitch. I'm going to set everything up. I'm going to wait for a few people to get in. I'm going to set everything up before we go ahead. We're top of the seventh, 2 outs. First on second, and Veda Pinson pinch hitting for Mike Torres. Who's gone 6 innings. He's allowed 7 runs, 2 of them unearned. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I had a super call with my son. And I hope Kathy Horton makes it. I am going to, that spoon was never used, by the way, the one in the garbage. I am going to dig into some cannabis and see what happens here. And then after this game, I'm going to go lie me down on the bed and just sort of veg out for 2 hours. And then actually by 8 p.m. I can drift off to sleep. It's a long night. It's interrupted. But it's somewhat restful, my sleep. The hell? Anybody out there? Anybody out there at all? Jeffrey Guterman, Studio B. What a doubleheader this has been. And it got broken up by... Kathy Harden has arrived. We were waiting for you, Kathy. Waiting. And we're ready, top of the 7th. Here's a chance for the Cards. It's a clutch situation for Pinson. Pinch hitting. He played in the first game. He was 0 for 5, walked and scored. And Shane Deans decided to let him rest. He's back from the first day, but he's good enough to come in to hit here. Here's Walker now in his, I believe this is his 3rd inning. Yeah. Okay, Walker now. The pitch to Pinson. Clutch situation. 6-5 left-handed. Hit well by Pinson, and it's gone. A 3-run home run by Veda Pinson, Kathy Harden. Oh, my. Oh, my, oh, my. A 3-run. We're going to look at that again and again. That's all unearned. Oh, that's all freaking unearned. Off Walker. Lord. And that's going to be it for Walker. Oh, Christ. And who knows who's going to pitch. I think Justy is well suited. Yeah, Justy. I don't see him starting recently. Let's look at that again. It was a 6-5, and this was off of Torres. This is the last hurrah for, Walker. It was off Walker's 6-5. And it was lefty-lefty. 6-5 lefty-lefty, end home run gone. A 1. And he's got the frickin' end power, Pinson. And you know what that all means. That means Veda Pinson has put the Cardinals ahead of this ball game in a very frickin' big way. 9-7. It's a 9-7 ball game. My Lord, and I don't think you heard my first part of this broadcast. This the continuation of the doubleheader is that I had an incredible call with my son. We go over responsibilities, that's his own self-responsibilities. I try to guide him. And sometimes he's a little slow on doing stuff, and I want to get him to the point where he does this on his own without guidance. I will check a couple times, but not like the micro guidance that I give him now. That's going to be it for Luke Walker. They're only 2 runs down. No use keeping Walker in. 1, 2, 3, 4. He pitched 2 2/3, and he let up a long one to Veda Pinson, the pinch hitter. And what an ideal on his first day back. And it was the only hit he allowed. He walked 3, struck out 3, and ends up allowing no earned runs and 3 unearned runs. It's 9-7. The Pirates have scored 7 unearned runs. Okay, 7 unearned runs. I should say allowed by Pittsburgh. There's no excuse for that. They've had 1, 2, 3 errors, and they've been costly. Whoa, have they been costly. And now we want to see, will it be Justy? Will it be Justy? The fuck is Justy? Oh, he's on St. Louis. My Christ. Yeah. Pinson with the pinch hit. Road Scholar, you around? Road Scholar. I'm gonna have to bring Moose in. I really don't have any freaking choice. I could bring the other guy in, but I don't think that's fair to Pittsburgh. He had a 12-point ERA, or a 10-point ERA. Pitched like 1.5 innings. So we'll bring Moose in. Walker, the loser of record. Moose will come in and take his warm-ups. I hate to say it, but what we do is we take a leap of sort of a. Let me see when Moose pitches next. He pitches on the 12th. And I'll tell you what, I don't think Moose pitched anywhere near. Moose. No, he's okay. He pitches on the 12th. That's the only concern I have. How much can he pitch here? Can he pitch 2 innings? I guess, sure. I think that's about as much as we'd ever want to stretch anybody. But here's Moose, the left-hander, right-hander, taking his warm-ups. And I want to just tell you all, when I get the gratification of a good phone call with my son, and I still have a little bit of a tingling in my stomach, like an anxiety tingling, very light. But I want to tell you something, it is almost like a relief. It's almost like a relief. So the big story here, Veda Pinsino, let's see which home run that was. And that was a season-changing home run. If they split and stay 3.5 behind, fine. But if they sweep and they're within a game and a half, that's a horse of a different color. That's number 8 for Veda Pinson. This is his first day back, folks. I want to tell you that Veda Pinson played in the first game. He was 0 for 5. He did walk in the first and score, okay? And made a couple nice catches in the outfield. So Shane Deans decided, and this is real world in the lineup, he did not start this game, figuring his first day back. Meanwhile, he pitches McCarver on his first day back, both games catching. Okay. Meanwhile, Maxville's back. So Moose will now pitch with 2 outs, nobody on. And it's going to be Lou Brock. Brock, he was 1 for 5 in the first game, walked and scored. He's 0 for 4 here today. With 2 outs, no one on, Moose. And that is a 5-8 left-handed. Grounds it to second to Gene Alley. He throws it to Oliver, and the side is retired. But 3 runs, all unearned, if you will, on a 3-run blast by Veda Pinson. And Lord, it is a shit 9-7 ball game. Holy cow! I have to count that up. 9-7 ball game, and now here's Ray Washburn. The winner of this game is Mike Torres. Holy cow! Oh, I love it. I love it. He allowed 5 runs, 2 of them unearned. They stayed with him. Shane Dean stayed with Torres through the game, pacing it until it seemed right, and it seemed to be right. He brought Pinson in with 2 on and 2 out. And, well, that's where we're at right now, 9-7 ball game. And Washburn is now on the mound. You know, Washburn was a first-rate type pitcher. He had actually good numbers here. And he was hurt, you know, for some of the season. Couldn't pitch. He's not like Carlton and Gibson, pitching a shitload of innings. Okay, Washburn is ready. Let's see if he can save this. Did I bring Moose in? Yeah, Moose got that one out. Yeah. Here's Al Oliver leading it off. The always dangerous Al Oliver. 1 for 3. We've done a long time here, folks. We are like, well, we're actually in the second broadcast. Because my son called, and there's no way around that for me. We went 6 hours and 42 minutes for the first game, and then like into half of this game. Sometimes I like to create a playlist of the game when it's in 2 parts. But I don't think anybody really gives too much of a shit. You know what I'm saying? I could post it for a couple days. That's what you could do. You could create a playlist and then post it on your landing page as a feature, which is kind of cool. Okay, Washburn will face Oliver to start it off. Bottom of the 7th. It's now St. Louis down by leading by 2. That's 3-8 to Oliver, and that's a grounder to first. Torrey has it, and that's 1 away. That's what you need to do. Washburn retires Oliver. Here's the digger, man. Grave digger digging some stuff up. He was 1 for 4 in the first game, a single. Here in the second, the nightcap, 2 for 2, a walk, and scored all 3 times that he reached. He knocked in a run with a triple. So he's been digging up some misery for St. Louis pitching. Yeah, but now here's Washburn. The windup and the pitch to Hebner. That's 3-6 right-handed, base hit Hebner. Oh, he comes, look at that, 3 hits today in the second game. And Jose Martinez will come up. I want to let you all know Clemente is available. Clemente had a lot of injuries, a lot of pain, and what they're doing here, not starting him in the second game in real world as we followed, is they're not going to destroy him. They're not going to hurt him more. He played a freaking game. Okay. He's available to pinch hit though. Shit, and I'll do it. I used Pinson. Here's Martinez now, 1 out, and Hebner on first. Martinez would be the tying run. At the plate, Washburn. Ooh, that's Washburn, 2-7. Fly to left, can of corn for Lou Brock. That's a nice Del Monte. And Jerry May comes up. Ray Washburn now. He allowed the Gravedigger on first with a base hit, 2 down here. Pitch to May. That's going to be 2-6 right-handed. That's going to be a double. And that might score Hebner. Oh, that's a long double. And this is going to bring up a quandary here. Hebner rounding third. Lord, that was a double with 2 outs. They need a run. Hebner 1 to 12. Oh, 1 to 14. Where was that? -1, 1 to 13. And he's frickin' coming home. Here's Hebner. It's going to be the throw from Flood. And he's safe. And that makes it a 9 to 8 ball game. And May goes to third. Whoa. Third run batted in for Jerry May, who came to play. And we're going to have a pinch hitter. I don't care what it means. I'm going to use whoever I have to use. I'm going to use a pinch hitter here. I know it's the bottom of the seventh. I could do the very controversial let Moose hit. It's a very, very controversial play, but it's one where I think it can actually be good for the Pirates. Yeah. And I'm going to be keeping my eye on them, because if Moose starts soon, I may postpone his start and deviate from real world rotations. There are always exceptions. Folks, you're going to think this is a strange thing, but we're going to have Moose hit. Very strange. It's only the seventh. Moose is a 1 WR. It's only the seventh inning. And it's not me. It's the Pirates manager. Okay? Don't blame me, please. May on third with 2 outs. You never know about Moose. A Washburn from the stretch. They'll have the top of this order in the 8th. That's going to be 2-6, and he struck him out. But 1 run allowed by Washburn, and that puts him 9 to 8. And some of you may say, well, okay, you have Moose now. And we have him for a good 2 innings. That's what we have here, with a very, 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 very tired Pittsburgh and St. Louis pitching staff. So we're heading to the top of the 9th. It's 9-8. And Moose will face Flood, Julian, and Torrey, top of the 8th. And look at this, you have Moose now pitching and Washburn pitching. Okay, let's get some frickin' pitchers in here. Okay, to pitch some ball, you know? Rather than this come in, let up shit, hit for him, let up shit, hit for him. Come on. It's a 1-run ball game, top of the 8th. Ooh. Oh, it's a 1-1 frickin' ball game. Just to remind people who are just joining us, Cards took the first game in I just adored this ball game. It was this 11-6 final. It was 4-4 after 9, and then the Cardinals, well, they scored 7 runs in the top of the 10th, and Pittsburgh got 2. It was 11-6. Horner got the win, Gibbon the loss, Uncle Joe. And that seems like a long, long frickin' time ago. And Moose will take the mound, face the heart of this order. In due course, I tell you. I got couple things I need to do. I need to powder my nose. And I need to do the other things. So it's not going to be long. This ain't going to be long. We're looking at about a 2 to 3 minute rendezvous. Okay. a 3 or 2 minute rendezvous. You know, folks, I think this is not something that I could sustain. This is the third game, and maybe except for maybe a 20-minute or a half-hour break between broadcasts, this has been going on for almost 10 hours. And it really is a, you know, we had a morning game, a different game in the morning, and then we did this one starting in the afternoon. But yeah, I think we just about did it. We're heading to the top of the 8th. Moose trying to hold the Cardinals to a 9-8 lead in hopes that the Pirates can come back. But he'll face the top part of this order. Brock, by the way, 0 for 5 in this game. 1 for 5 in the first. He's 1 for 10 today. It's a marathon indeed. And then I like to create a playlist and then post it just for this doubleheader, which is going to be like 7 hours, 8 hours. And post that on my landing page and X. Top of the 8th, it's Curt Flood now facing Moose. Moose pitched 1/3 after Pinson hit the 3-run home run in the top of the 7th. In just unbelievable. I think at that moment they felt that they can win this. Okay, that Pinson home run. Here's the pitch to Flood. That is 6-12 right-handed. Grounds it back to Moose. 234. Strataganza. 234. That's going to be a 9-2 right back to the pitcher. That'll be a G3. Moose a 34. 5-8-9. Oh, and he boots it. Oh, Moose booted that. A G3 E1. Oh my, what kind of damage did he do? It's an error to first. Oh Lord. And that's the fourth error for the Pirates today. They've allowed 7 unearned runs. And here comes Julian now. Flood on first, no outs. Why not some more? Why not some more runs? Here's the pitch to Julian. That's 4-7 right-handed. Walked him. So Moose now puts 2 on. This is what you don't want. Now Joe Torre. Torre 1 for 4. Pitch from Moose. 5-7 right-handed, struck him out. So Moose, you know, you never know. He had a, you know, wasn't his fault. He made an error though. He walked the batter. Okay, that happens. Okay, so he strikes out Torre. Let's see, Mike Shannon, the batter. Shannon hit the big 2-run home run to put St. Louis. It's been a seesaw. Ahead 6-5, then it was Pittsburgh 7-6, and then the big 3-run inning 9-7. I'm sorry, and now another run 9-8. Top of the 8th, 1 out, first and second. Pitch to Shannon, and that's 5-7 right-handed. Struck him out when he needs it. Moose. Keep our eye on Pittsburgh and St. Louis in terms of these starters that are being used, and if necessary, we will try to bring other people in. And I'm going to ask Road Scholar if he's got any Pittsburgh Pirate pitchers. And here's Tim McCarver. This game is just too darn important, though, to bring in youngsters with no experience who have lousy cards. It's 2 outs, first and second. The pitch to McCarver now. Moose to try to get out of this. That's going to be 6-5 left-handed. Grounds it to short for Jose Martinez. That's typical. Yes, Kathy, that's typical. Martinez 448. This is with 2 outs. Martinez 448. That's going to be a 10-4. Lord. G3 48. 610 12. And he boots it. And that's going to load the bases. So it's a tragedy of errors. That's an error by Martinez, and you know it's fine with me. To me, 5 errors is very realistic, really. You'll have a game like that. And is this the jinx of Pittsburgh, where Pinson hits the 3-run home run to bring in Washburn? And Washburn allowed a run, but we're not worried about it right now. His endurance is 4. He's only pitched 1 inning. It's bases loaded, 2 outs for Byron Brown. Now Moose will try to reach back with that something extra here. Oh yeah, they're battling here, Kathy Harden. This is a battle. But here's Moose. You know, these cards want some insurance. Clutch situation here for Brown. And the pitch from Moose. 4-6. Struck him out. Oh, Moose strikes out the side. He loads the bases and strikes out the side. Oh, he's got 1 inning left. No runs, no hits. A walk, 2 errors. The 4th and 5th for Pittsburgh today, and 3 left on. And we're heading to the bottom of the 8th. It's all about Ray Washburn now. Washburn in for the save. Believe it or not, Torres is the winner of record. It is a 9, don't forget now, it is a 9-8 ball game, and it's going to be the top of maybe the best order in baseball, hitting-wise. Well, one of them. Oh yeah, a lot of Strat. You're right about that. Okay, Matty Alou facing Washburn. Lefty righty. Mateo 1 for 3 in this game. He did walk and was thrown out stealing. Could have come home on the triple by Stargell. That's been 1 run. They missed. Here's Washburn now. The pitch to Alou, 1-6 right-handed. Fly ball left for Brock. 1 down. And that's the way to do it. Gene Alley, just get the outs. And do them your way. Excuse me. Okay, here's Ellie now. With 1 out, nobody on, Washburn. That's 2-6 right-handed, grounded back to Washburn. Over to Torrey, 2 outs. And here comes Stargell. Taylor comes out on deck. We're gonna make this one into a playlist, Jimmy Jam. We're gonna have these two broadcasts made into its own unique playlist. And posted as a feature on the landing page. You can post a single playlist on that. And just so we could do that, because there's a certain nice thing about being able to present things in an organized way. You'd be surprised how many people watch this shit after the live broadcast. Okay, Stargell with 2 outs and nobody on, and Washburn on the mound. The pitch to Stargell. That is 3-5 right-handed, and he struck him out. And that is what I call a great pitch. We've gone 8. And it is I'm running into a little problem here. 3-5 left-handed. Maybe not. No, I don't think so. 3-5 left-handed. Wait a minute. 3-5, there it is, struck him out. About what we're going to do, but I think we're good. We're good. We've gone 8. It is a 9-8 ball game. And if you were with us in the first game, it was tied 4-4 after 9, after the Cards scored a run in the top of the 9th, only to then score 7 in the top of the 10th. The final was 11-6. Horner with the win, Gibbon the loss. And we're going to head to the top of the 9th in due course, because I want to tell you this game can go one of 3 ways right now. St. Louis can win it. And sweep the series. Or the Pirates. What a difference 1.5 and 3.5 games is. Well, this is Moose's last inning. No doubt about it. And Maxville will lead it off, and then it will be Washburn. They're holding on to that 1-run lead. And then Brock will come up. Here's Moose. Pitch to Maxville. That is a 1-5 right-handed, walked him. Oh, he walks Maxville. Well, that's good for St. Louis. That's a good thing, always a good thing. This is Moose's his second inning, basically. Maxville on first, Washburn, the pitcher, is coming up. How do you like that? They let Torres hit. Some people questioned it. You never know how things are going to turn out. Here's Moose from the stretch with Maxville on first. Cards lead at 9-8, top of the 9th here, nobody out. Pitch to Washburn. That's going to be a 6-6, right-handed. 6-6 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 right-handed. Oh, Lord, he grounds it to third. That's going to force Maxville. 1 out, and Washburn is on first. And here's Brock 0 for 5. 1 for 5 with a walk and scored in the first game, had a run batted in. Here's Moose now. Pitch to Brock. That's 4-9 left-handed, and that's a base hit. Oh my. Washburn goes to second and holds. Moose's first endurance is the third. He's finishing up his second. Moose. And the pitch to Flood. That's 310 right-handed. Whoa, that's a ballpark. Oh, it's an 11. Left-handed. That's a base hit. Whoa. Base hit. Wait a minute. Yeah. Oh, shit. What the hell am I doing? I have Brock on first. We're going to have to do an instant replay. We'll stay with this call. Wait a minute. 310. Yeah, we're going to have to stay with this call. This would have been a walk, and we'll stay with it. That would be a natural progression, but we're going to stay to see that we were on the wrong card. So bear with me as I do a replay, and we're so sorry. We are so freaking tired anyway that but we got to do this because we made no error. We just want to reorient ourselves. So this is instant replay mode right now. Pitch to Brock. Here it is. That's 4-9 left-handed, and that's a base hit. Oh my. Washburn goes to second and holds. Moose's first endurance is the third. He's finishing up his second. This is a replay. Moose. And the pitch to Flood. That's 310 right-handed. Whoa, that's a ballpark. Oh, it's an 11. Left-handed. That's exactly what it was. It was failing to read off Flood's card. That card was on Brock. Let's go look at that again just to be sure there. We're going on reading off Brock's card. Here it is. That's 310 right-handed. Whoa, that's a ballpark. Okay, that's exactly what that is. So we're going to go with the original roll, which would have simply applied to Flood, not Brock. And this is a perfect resolution. No, it's not even a resolution. It's a affirmation that Brock will walk on a 310 right-handed. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Was that? Hold on. It was a 310 right-handed on Brock. And then on Flood, we have a new roll, don't we? I got to check that out. I didn't get that clear. I think it's a 4-9. Let's check it. Let's be sure here. Here it is. Watching it again. Moose. This is the roll. And the pitch to Flood. This is the roll here. That's a 310 right-handed. That's also a 310. Whoa, Brock was a 310, and this one was a 310, and that looked like that rolled pretty well. Actually, Brock was a 4-9. Oh, I'm so sorry. Brock was a 4-9. Moose's first endurance is, and that's a base hit. Oh my. He's a 4-9. Yeah. So we're just high. We're just high here. That is going to be a 310, right-handed with flood, and like I said, that's a walk. So the bases are full, and we know now that we have things correctly. And Moose has suddenly got himself into deep doo-doo. Oh, Christ. It's Flood on first, Brock on second, Washburn on third, one out, and I love it. And they're going to keep Moose freaking in there. He's not even in his, that's one, 2 out. He's still in his second inning of endurance. Oh, and we're going to stay with Moose one more frickin' time with Bob Moose. One more frickin' time. Let's see if he can settle it down. It's 1 out, first and second. Actually, bases loaded, and here's Julian. This is not fun for Bob Moose. Okay, here is Moose now. First on bases loaded, 1 out. Here's the pitch to Julian. This could be it for him. 2-7 right-handed, popped it up to second for Alley. And that's 2 outs. That would be nice if he can get out of this. Here's Torrey. Bases full, 2 down, clutch situation. We hope you'll join us for the bottom of the ninth. It's 9-8. Cardinals, but it looks like they should have scored more runs in the 8th and the 9th here. Here's the pitch to Torrey. That is 6-3 right-handed, grounds it to short, and Martinez has it. And throws across, and that will retire the side. Look, Moose got out of a couple of real tight ones. He threw a lot of frickin' pitchers. That's it for Moose. Whether you have a pinch hitter or not. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Moose came in over here, and he ended up pitching 2 1/3. And he got into some trouble. In fact, he loaded the bases in the 8th and struck out the side. He loaded the bases in the 9th and then got Torrey too, and he let up no runs. That's the bottom line. That's a professional. He didn't have his best stuff. We were talking about that earlier. If the Pirates tie this game to send it to extras, God knows who their pitcher will be. If there is a God. Here's Washburn for the save. I'll bring in frickin' Doc Ellis. St. Louis, 9. Pittsburgh, 8. Karl Taylor to lead it off. Here's Washburn now. The windup and the pitch to Taylor. That's 2-5 right-handed. Struck him out. Oh, Washburn. In his 3rd inning of relief. He allowed 1 run in the 7th. We didn't care. Oh, yeah. But you give me, yeah, exactly. Clemente's available. But give me, who should I hit for Oliver? Should I hit for Hebner? It's a tough call. It's like, I would think that you use him for a lesser hitter. Here's Oliver now. Oh, you saying Clemente pitching? All hands on deck. Oliver 1 for 4. Here's Washburn. And the pitch to Oliver. 1-3, that's a base hit. So Oliver gets a single up the middle. A hit for Martinez. A 268 hitter. Oh yeah, pitching, yeah, but I use Clemente for Martinez, sure. Here's Hebner now, Washburn. He's in his third inning here. His first endurance would be next inning. He's going to save this for Torres. Here's Hebner, 3 for 3. Scored all 4 times. He walked, knocked in a run. Wow. Here's Washburn now. The pitch to Hebner. That's 4-3, left-handed. Grounds to third, X. Could be the ball game. Mike Shannon. That's going to be 8-3. This was a 4-3 left-handed ground ball third X. And if I'm not mistaken, Shannon is a 324. And that's going to be an 8-3. That will be a G3 pound, no one being held. Shannon for the double play, E24, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's going to be a clean G3 with a runner on first. And he will advance. Whoa. Shannon goes to first to get Hebner. That's some real exciting baseball. And Oliver goes to second. And in storybook fashion, he's not a bad hitter. He hit 268. But in storybook fashion, Roberto Clemente is coming up because there's 2 outs. We prefer to use him with May, but I don't even know if we have somebody. Jose Pagan would come in gladly. Actually, no, he wouldn't be eligible. It would be Patek, who played the first game. They thought they'd give Martinez a shot here, give Patek a break, but Patek would come in next inning. And the Cardinals used Pinson for the game winner thus far. And why not use Clemente? He didn't play in this game, but he started the first game, and because of his chronic injuries, I understand they wouldn't have him play both games, but he's sure coming about with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Oliver, the tying run on second. Clemente, the winning run at the plate. Washburn gets the sign from McCarver now. The pitch to Clemente. 5-7 right-handed, and he struck him out. Oh, Roberto goes down. Clemente was struck out twice in the first game by Gibson. And the Cardinals win another thriller here. It was a 5-7 right-handed. There it was. He was nowhere near endurance. He's got 4. I'll tell you, Washburn was strong. even though he let up a run. Final score, St. Louis 9. Pittsburgh 8. We'll be back with a wrap-up in just a couple minutes, Kathy. And it was a great game, a sweep by the Cardinals. And the big story, as far as I'm concerned, 1.5 games. 1.5 games. You know, with Clemente, that's sort of like a rule of thumb. Don't put the winning run on plate, but I didn't think of walking him. And it turns out it's a good thing they didn't. We'll be back in a couple minutes with the short wrap-up. It was a great doubleheader for the Cardinals. Thank you very much, Joel Horland. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Well, just to wrap up, I'm here in Studio B, and I've had quite a day. Listening to no mass media, just playing Strat-O-Matic. The final score on this one is 9-8. It was back and forth. The lead changing throughout. Walker got the loss. He allowed 3 unearned, and those were among those. But the big thing was Veda Pinson pinch hitting for Torres, who stayed in all the way, allowing 7 runs, 2 of them unearned, and being the winner of this game. It was the big 3-run blast by Pinson. This, coupled with the first game of 7 unearned runs allowed by Pittsburgh. It's inexcusable. And I think this could be a turning point for St. Louis. As in the first game, it was 4-3 Pittsburgh up until the 9th. Cards tied it, again in storybook fashion, and then scored a whopping 7 runs in the top of the 10th. The final was 11-6. Horner got the win, Gibbon the loss. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. I want to thank all the people who've been hanging out here. Of course, first and foremost, Kathy Harden. Joel Horlin with his great inputs, Steve Aqualung, and everybody else who's been here. Rhodes Scholar has been here. You have a great games. I'm glad you liked them, and great questions from Kathy Harden. Really some super questions. I liked the favorite one I liked. I was hoping there'd be a whole category on it. Was presidential trivia, but with baseball. And she asked a great question. Stay strong, everybody. Stay well. I'll catch you next time, okay? Oh, shit. It's all right.